Hare Krishna. This is your spiritual friend Sanatana Dharmadas, and now we are going to be sharing something really exciting about befriending your mind, making your mind your best friend. Well, this particular tip, this particular sutra, this particular formula, I'm going to be giving it to you in the form of a very amazing story. Would you like to hear it? Well, here it goes. So once upon a time there was a king. This king had a huge empire. He had very wise ministers. He was having a very strong army, perfect infantry, cavalry, elephantry, yes, everything, an amazing treasury. He had everything except a heir. The king did not have a son, somebody who could be a heir to his kingdom. So thus, being worried about the future of his kingdom, the king consulted his ministers, and the ministers came up with a great suggestion. The ministers said, well, the heir to your kingdom is there within your kingdom. And the king asked, how's that? And the ministers said, well, let us have an open announcement to all the citizens, and let all the youth of the kingdom apply for this particular contest. Let's have a contest as to who becomes the heir apparent to the king. Let's have the contest as to who shall be the future king of the kingdom. Well, and what would be the competition like? The minister said, well, you leave that to all of us. And the next day there was an announcement which was made, and every youth in the kingdom was really excited, because who would not want to be a king of such a great empire, having such a huge treasury, having such a powerful army? That was every man's dream, every young man's dream. And thus they all came, and there was an announcement made. The announcement said, well, anybody interested to be the king, yes, we'll be having a very amazing contest. So tomorrow, right after the sunrise, those of them willing to be candidates for this, please come and line up before the gates of the king's palace. So thus the day passed, and many youths, eager, enthusiastic, excited, came and stood before the gates of the king's palace. And there the chief of the ministers came and put forward the condition of who shall be the winner for this particular contest. The minister said, well, the contest or the competition or the task which is supposed to be achieved is this: from the gates to the inner chamber of the king is exactly about a mile's distance, about a mile. So they had half an hour to go from the gate to the doorstep of the king and meet the king in person. And that youth who shall be the first person to go and meet the king face to face will be crowned as the next king. And this particular task appeared to be so simple, and everybody practically who had assembled there was extremely confident. They said, come on, I've already become the king. This is so simple, this is so easy. And then the gates sprang open, and thus everybody started to rush towards the inner chambers of the king. And just as the youth started running, some of them started looking towards their left. There were beautiful gardens with very amazing flowers. So some of them, they thought, well, I'm anyway going to be the king, so why don't I just enter these gardens, chill and relax for some time, because I can easily make it to the chamber of the king in half an hour. That's no big deal. So let me just spend some time here. Some of them, they went ahead, and some of them saw that there were beautiful cut fruits which were kept there. There were apples, there were mangoes, there were cherries, there were berries, there were bananas, and all amazing fruits kept there, and they were allowed to pick as many as possible and keep eating them. So some of them went and joined there. Some of them kept going ahead. And after going a certain distance, they saw that there was a very, very pleasant, soothing, soul-stirring music going on. So few of them sat there to just get absorbed in that wonderful divine sound. And a few steps ahead were beautiful girls dressed in beautiful dresses, wearing very, very gorgeous jewelry, dancing there. And some of them started watching the dance. Like that, each and every one of the youth, thinking that anyway, half an hour is a long time, and we will anyway make it to the king's chamber in a matter of half an hour very easily. Yes, I just need to run for about a couple of minutes and I will reach there. No problem. So let me enjoy for the time being. Thus, everybody got engrossed in some kind of the enjoyment or the other. But there was one youth who was extremely focused on his goal. He did not look left or right. He just kept heading straight to the chamber of the king, and finally he was the one to enter the chamber of the king first, and thus was announced as the next king. And what happened to the others? The others, well, the half an hour was complete, it was over, and the sentry guards, they came and they just caught the other youth by their collar and drove them out of the kingdom and just asked them to get lost from there. So my dear friends, it's a very simple story. But what happened here? Well, everybody got distracted. But there was one person who did not get distracted. How was he different than the others? He was different than the others because he chose to fix his mind upon the goal. He chose to only envision his goal and stick to his goal. And my dear friends, this is another very vital aspect of controlling your mind, or knowing the art of befriending your mind, making your mind your best friend, and that is to stick to your goal. Stick to your goal. Focus on your goal. Do not get distracted at all. And that art of sticking to your goal, getting fixed on your goal, is an amazing key that will really help us to control our mind and make our mind our best friend. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much.